Located at the confluence of three rivers, whose waters provided both food and transportation, Cahokia reached an estimated population of 20,000 people by 1150 AD, which was larger than London at the time. It was a city complete with suburbs, plazas, and markets. Now keep in mind that there were many permanent Mississippian settlements scattered throughout North America, but this one was by far the largest and most influential. Most of the population lived in small thatched huts arranged in family neighborhoods. Rising over the huts were a number of mounds, some used as platforms for the homes of the elite, a visual reminder of the city's social order. The city included 120 mounds, of which 80 remain today. That was the largest and grandest of them all. It was a city center in more ways than one. There lived the chieftain, who was both the ruler and the spiritual leader of the population. It covers more than 14 acres and rises in 4 terraces to a height of 100 feet, making it the largest prehistoric earthen structure in the Western Hemisphere. Core samples indicate that varying textures of soil were used to assure proper drainage. Just imagine, for hundreds of years, generations carried baskets of dirt from huge borrow pits to make this mound. The work began before the Vikings discovered the New World and was finished just after the Second Crusades. Looking at the mounds and artist renditions, it's easy to make comparisons to similar structures in Mexico, but there's no evidence that the Mississippian culture ever had contact with people that far south. Today, visitors can do what was unimaginable to the people of Cahokia. Today, ordinary people can come up those recently refurbished stairs and enjoy the view that was once available only to the highest of the elite. We're at the top of the largest mound, from which the chieftain could survey his city. But he was more than a political ruler. He was also recognized as the brother of the sun. Archaeologists have determined that a large building once stood here. It was a place where religious rites and administrative duties were thought to have occurred. Nobody's really sure because this was a prehistoric society. What that means is that they had no written language. But the real driving force behind Cahokia's success was not its ruling class, but this: corn. Somehow the Mississippian culture had developed a knowledge of how to raise this prolific crop in large fields. With the stable food supply, the population grew. Consequently, the city organizations, their beliefs, and technology became more complex. In addition, the extra food could be used as trade within the city or with other communities. For example, during excavations, archaeologists discovered mica from the Smoky Mountains, seashells from the Gulf of Mexico, and copper from the north. From these materials, artists would create decorative pieces and jewelry to sell in the city.